Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope everything's good wherever you are. Guys, as you can see, fresh. Fresh. All fresh, ready to go. Feel motivated. Let's talk some boxing. Eduardo Hearn, has said that Anthony Joshua wants to fight Deontay Wilder next. Yes, please. 3 bags full, sir. Yes, please. Yes, please. This is a fight that I've wanted for a very, very long time. You know, this is a fight which I've honestly dreamt about. Stylistically, what a beautiful fight this is. A beautiful fight. Yeah, I really, really want to see Anthony Joshua with Deontay Wilder. If that fight was to happen, I'm gonna be dancing in the aisles. I literally, it's a big, big fight. Big, big fight. I really, really want to see Deontay Wilder v Anthony Joshua. I think it's a great, explosive fight. It's one that could be over like that. What a fight. What a fight. Like, this is a fight that I remember back in 2017-18 when they were going back and forth. I was so excited. I thought it was going to happen. Then it wasn't going to happen. But I think now it's a time in their career where, look, Anthony Joshua's... people are saying that Anthony Joshua, shouldn't take a risky fight. But Deontay Wilder is a massive fight, and that's a way to raise Anthony Joshua's stock. It's a very risky fight, but at the end of the day, I feel like Anthony Joshua has become heavyweight champion of the world. Now it's time to, put names on his legacy. Deontay Wilder is somebody that, in my opinion, that Anthony Joshua... for me, Anthony Joshua hasn't fought the top guys. Well, he has in Usyk, but he's lost to him. But he hasn't fought Fury and Wilder. No fault of his own, because we all know Anthony Joshua has the desire to fight everyone and anyone. But unfortunately, the big fights with the big two, which now is the big four, you could say, because Usyk's in there as well. Wilder, Joshua's not fought Wilder and Fury. So this would be a great opportunity for him to fight Deontay Wilder. I really like the fight. I really like it. I think it's a great fight. I think it would make business sense. I think it would make great sense. I just think it makes great sense, and it's a great fight, and it's one that both guys need, really. I think if Joshua's not going to fight Usyk, he needs a dance partner. People are talking about Joyce, but that doesn't really get my juices flowing. I think you need a super fighter, and Deontay Wilder fits into that category, because Deontay Wilder, for me, is better than Joyce. Deontay Wilder, for me, it's not even the fact that he's better than Joyce. It's just the fact that Deontay Wilder is a bigger fight. It's a bigger fight. Deontay Wilder's been a world champion before. Deontay Wilder, is more dangerous. He's more seen to the fans as a more credible name. And we all know that Deontay Wilder has the kind of power to put anyone's lights out. I've always been somebody that said that Wilder knocks Joshua out, and I'm not going to change my opinion. Deontay Wilder would knock Anthony Joshua out if they fight. If they fought back then, if they fought now, if Anthony Joshua was undefeated, if they fight right now when they both got losses, Wilder wins that fight for me. I just think, I feel like Wilder, I think Wilder's very fast. He hits too hard. And I think Joshua's gone backwards. I think Joshua probably would have had the better chance beating Wilder back in the day in 2017, because Joshua was more confident. He was more confident. After the Ruiz loss, I think Joshua's moved backwards. I think from a mental standpoint, he's not the same fighter. And I think Wilder is still the same fighter. He's just been in some hard fights. Wilder showed me in the third fight against Fury that he's still got a lot left. He almost had Fury out of there, and Fury's an unbelievable fighter. So I think Wilder's got a lot more than Joshua. Well, Joshua's a better boxer, but I just think there's no way that... I don't think Joshua's that big a puncher. That's not to say he can't knock Wilder out. He can. But I just think Wilder's going to get him. And when Wilder gets him, I think it's good night. I don't think Joshua can take a punch from Deontay Wilder. I think as soon as that right hand lands, and it will land, Joshua's static. He's more slower. Wilder would land, and when it lands, I think it's good night Vienna. I don't see Joshua beating Wilder. I don't, and I said to you guys that I don't see Joshua beating Usyk. There's certain styles I like. Joe Joyce, I think Joe Joyce not really a big puncher, so I think Joshua might do well in that fight. I think Joshua would beat Joyce, if I'm honest with you. I just don't see how Joyce, like, people say that if he takes that fight late, but Joyce is so static, he's so slow, he's so, Wilder's got power, he's got dynamite in his hand, he's got speed, he's just a much better fighter in my opinion. I think Joyce he's slow, like sometimes, like Joyce is the type of fighter, he looks a lot better. Sorry, he looks a lot worse on television than actually when you're being in the ring with him. I think he's a lot more effective when he's inside the ring, and he's a unit, but he's got a great chin as well. But I don't think he can beat Joshua. I don't think he can beat Joshua, Joe Joyce. I want to see him fight Wilder. I think, is that just Eddie Hearn pulling a stunt? Can the Wilder fight happen? Will Al Heyman let Deontay Wilder fight Wilder? I think, Joshua, I think he would. I think he would. Where has Wilder got to go? And if you look at it from Wilder's point of view, where's Wilder gonna go? Like, if Wilder, like, surely if Wilder's gonna come back and fight, this is the kind of fight that's gonna motivate him to come back. Because, like, I don't think Deontay Wilder is gonna be motivated to fight anymore. Like, they're talking about retirement, they're talking about him not wanting to fight. I don't think Deontay Wilder is gonna fight. I think this is the type of fight that can get Deontay Wilder to fight. I think this is a fight that would motivate Deontay Wilder to get back in the ring. I don't think Andy Ruiz, I just don't think Wilder will look at it. Why do I need to fight Andy Ruiz? Why, like, I think the Joshua fight, because, like, in the Joshua fight, Wilder can basically claw back that he was one of the best heavyweights of this generation. He just got beat by someone that was better in Fury. And then who knows if Usyk beats Fury, the winner of Joshua Wilder might get, if Wilder wins, knocks Joshua out, he might get a crack at Usyk if Usyk pulls it off against a thing. So you never know in this sport. So for me, I think Wilder should take that fight. I think if Wilder still has ambition, he should get his team, especially with the way Joshua is at this point in his career. Honestly, I can't see, I can see Joshua winning, but I favor Wilder so much in that fight. So if you're Wilder and your team Wilder, surely you've got to get on the phone to Al Heyman and get the phone onto your team. If you're serious about fighting again, surely you've got to get and make that fight. If Joshua showed a genuine interest of fighting him, surely Deontay Wilder's got to take him up on that offer, because that would be a huge fight. That would sell out Wembley like that. It would sell out any stadium around the world. It would get interest from Dubai. In America, that would sell out as well. I think in America, they could sell out Las Vegas. They could go anywhere in America and sell that out. That's a massive fight. But I think in the UK, we're looking at, like, that is a way bigger fight than Fury Usyk. If Fury and Usyk were to fight on the same night as Deontay Wilder and Joshua, which is not going to happen, of course, but I reckon more people will watch Wilder Joshua, because, like, Wilder Joshua has got a backstory to it. It's one of the most explosive fights that you're going to get in a long time in heavyweight boxing. Someone's going to be put to sleep in that fight. Both guys are big punchers. Wilder's a humongous puncher, and it just makes for an excellent, excellent fight. I really hope Eddie Hearn can work his magic and make that fight. I really, really hope he can. Eddie Hearn wasn't able to get this fight over the line previously. Can Eddie Hearn, get the magic wand out and get this fight done? I really hope so, because this is unbelievable. It would be an unbelievable fight. I favor Wilder heavily to win. But it also gives both these guys an opportunity. It gives Joshua an opportunity to resurrect his career. Because Joshua's career, for me, since the Ruiz loss, has been in decline. Even though he's had a couple of wins, but I think it's been in decline. And Wilder, career's not been in decline. He's just fought an exceptional fighter. And he's had, apart from the second fight, he's had seesaw fights with Tyson Fury. They've been very close fights that easily Wilder could have taken, How close was Wilder knocking Fury out in both the first and third fights? So, again, you have to say that Wilder, for me is a problem. He's a problem. And the other reason why I favor Wilder, I think AJ's career is kind of going in decline. I think AJ, ever since the Ruiz, has never managed to get himself back to where he was. Whereas I don't really think Wilder's suffering any sorts of issues like that. You know, even when he lost to Fury the second time, look how he came back the third time. He came back. Wilder, for me, would beat Anthony Joshua. And like I said, I always thought this. And I said, look, I said that Usyk would beat Joshua. I was right. And I'm saying Wilder would beat Joshua. Not because, I think stylistically, I think Wilder's got AJ's number. I just think that Wilder will land somewhere along the line. And I think when Joshua lands, I think Wilder will be able to absorb his power much better than when Wilder. And the other thing I'm worried about for AJ in that fight is, will AJ be so tentative because he knows about Deontay Wilder's power? Will he be so tentative and so cautious and so cautious where he's literally fighting within himself? And if he does that, then he's going to be a sitting duck for Wilder, because then it's just a matter of time before Wilder lands that right hand. You know, so for me, Joshua's going to have to be aggressive and walk Wilder down and look to batter him from the get-go. Otherwise, I feel like if he just is cautious, looks to box, I think Wilder will get him out of there. But yeah, let's see, man. It's a good fight. It's a fight. Hopefully they make that fight. Leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. By the way, Sam Jones says that Joe Joyce walks straight through Anthony Joshua. Nah, he doesn't. Joshua would knock Joyce out, in my opinion. Joyce is too static. He's too slow. I just don't see how Joyce beats Joshua. I think Wilder beats Joshua, but Wilder's different. He's got a dynamite, which Joyce hasn't got, and Wilder's quick as well. So yeah, I don't see Joyce beating Joshua. I don't think you see Joyce beating any of the top tier guys, but we'll have to wait and see. You know, Joyce hasn't got his opportunity yet. When he gets his opportunity, like Frank Warren, obviously going to want to make that fight. He's got Joyce, but like nobody wants to see Joe Joyce over a Deontay Wilder fight. I think Deontay Wilder and Joshua is a much better fight. But leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.